Hello, welcome to the One I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. Anyway, as usual, I'm wearing clothes. So, the Olympics, or the Winter Olympics, are still going on, and apparently, at least in America, they are the lowest rated Olympics ever. I don't know if ever is the right word because, there was a time where TV didn't exist, so I'm pretty sure, like, the first Olympics was pretty low rated. Probably the second one, too. Maybe the third. But anyway, this is like the one of the lowest rated Olympics ever. Now, is it because it's in China and people are protesting because of the camps, the special camps for the Uyghur Muslims? I don't think so. Because people don't care about that. Because if people actually cared about that, they would have been protesting China when it was first found out. Like, wasn't that 2 years ago? I don't know. It's been a while. And no one's protested anything from China. Like, there's a lot of American companies that do business with China. No one's protested those companies. None of those companies have protested China. Now they have called out individuals for doing stuff with China, but that's those are just armchair activists. So, so the fact that people aren't watching the Olympics has nothing to do with the quote unquote human atrocities, human rights violations, because um, that that would have started years ago. So that's not the reason. I really think the reason why the Olympics is like the lowest rated Olympics since the fourth Olympics back in Greece is because the coverage. And once again, I can only base this on America. The coverage sucks because they don't actually show the events. Like they show a human interest story. Who cares? You have a plethora of Olympians from all over the world, and the Olympics. I don't know how often they happen. I think it's every 4 years. Anyway, and so instead of showing something interesting like an Olympian, because these people like the average American isn't gonna watch a I'm gonna use her an example, a Russian figure skater, um, you know, on a average Tuesday. But during the Olympics, it's very interesting. So like, show stuff that people aren't gonna see. A human interest story is boring, it's common, and everyone's so self-centered, no one cares. I don't care about some skier's uncle that had cancer, or they're adopted and they pulled themselves up from their bootstraps and trained really hard. Everyone trained really hard. It's the Olympics. Everyone trained hard. Everyone has a everyone has a sad backstory if you look at it the right way. And in the same sense, everyone has a great, uplifting story. It just depends how you frame it. So all that's a bunch of BS. A perfect wasted example. You had a Russian figure skater, Camilla. I once again, just like Korean names, I want to butcher Russian names. Camilla Valieva. Okay, I believe she won the gold medal in the women's freestyle figure skating. Okay. Um, let me just say this. I I would pay her 3 gold medals to sit on my face. Her body is amazing. Like when I look at her, the first thing I think of is, can I bury my face in between her crotch? Like her body is on point. You could have just had like an hour segment about her, and your ratings would have doubled. Now I understand she doesn't speak English, It doesn't matter. Hot chicks break all language barriers. I'm gonna repeat that. Hot chicks break all language barriers. Okay? You got a smoking hot chick with a smoking hot body. And figure skating is one of the few Olympic events where it's the closest thing you're gonna get to a chick in a bikini. Okay? Like I was saying on the half pipe, where they should have the female athletes wearing bikinis doing a half pipe. In the same way, I said I was going to try to find that last show. Yeah, I couldn't find a competitive snowboarder doing that in a bikini, but I found other people just messing around. But anyway, I know I'm very disappointed. I cannot find Chloe Kim in a bikini doing a 1080, which really sucks. But I did find pictures of her in a lovely uh, red carpet dresses, other outfits. Once again, she's a smoking hot babe, been hot since 2015. I'm digging it. But anyway, back to this Camilla. Camilla looks like if you put a watermelon in between her thighs, she could break it. Okay? You add that to her flexibility, you have your next Brazzers star. Okay? You have your next reality king superstar. You have your next bang bus viral video if you use her. Okay? Camilla is gorgeous, and I don't know why they're not doing the coverage like this. Okay? Like do something on her in, like, not like a human interest story. Just like show her shopping for clothes and have her try them on. Do something girly. We don't care about the human interest story, like especially in America. Americans are so self-centered. I bet you I bet you half the people watching the Olympics, and there's only six of them. They're probably thinking to themselves, "Well, I could do that." You know? You want to see me throw this football over those mountains? Those types of people. America's full of those kind of people. I would have gone pro if coach would have put me in the game. Those kind of people. Okay, so a human interest story means nothing. No one's gonna watch that shit. But if you got a hot chick, hot chicks sell. Hot chicks get ratings. Okay? Not diversity. Sorry, WB. The WB is the worst network in the history in the entire universe. What's their number one thing? Diversity. Diversity doesn't equal hot chicks. Diversity just equals, well, diversity. Imagine if the WB forgot about diversity and just did what TV is meant to do, promote good-looking people. Anyway, back to this Camilla chick. And like I like short chicks. Once again, she's another chick who's 5'3", but man, she's good looking. Why wasn't she? Because the women's figure skating freestyle figure skating event is over. Why wasn't she the face? And I know she's Russian. I don't care. Why wasn't she plastered all over American TV? Come on, we gotta be honest here. Like a lot of the American athletes, come on, yikes. I mean, come on. You know, I guess I'm too used to seeing the world through a Snapchat filter. But Jesus Christ, bunch of bunch of fives and sixes. Everyone looks post wall. What happened? What happened? Jesus. You got this Russian hottie, and like you don't do jack with the coverage, except lose ratings. It's the Olympics. We never see these other athletes. Show them. It's okay. You could show some American athletes too. Like, why don't you have Camilla go out shopping with like some second-rate American athletes? So you can do like the do some spoof on the Russia versus America Cold War, and like you have them do like a bikini contest. Have them both shop at Old Navy. I know it's a horrible idea, but it's better than what they're doing now. Okay? I know, whatever. And you know what the problem is? No one listens to this podcast anyway, so it's another $1 million idea wasted, completely wasted. If I ran NBC and whatever got to manage these the coverage of the Olympics right now, ratings would be quadrupled. I will make an all-star Olympic team, and I would only pretend that the top 10 hottest women were at the Olympics and ignore everything else and only cover them. Only cover them. It don't doesn't matter what country they're from. They could all be from China, but we all know that's not going to happen. But they could be from any country. It doesn't matter. You take the top 10 best looking women, and take the top 5 best looking dudes, and you only cover those 15 people. Doesn't matter what they. It could be curling. Okay. Does this does the Swedish team do curling in bikinis? Because if so, that would be the only thing I would show. Only thing I would show is that the Swedish bikini team curling squad. That's all I would show for my coverage. The closing ceremonies, the opening ceremonies, it's only on those people. Only on that. I don't care. I don't care that other countries get announced. You keep the camera. You keep the camera on Camilla the whole time. Even when America's walking out, being introduced, and they were, you know, holding the flag that they all want to kneel down to anyway. You keep the camera on Camilla. They have another event like whatever, like ski jumping. Let's say in America wins that. You take the camera off that and you put it on Camilla in her hotel room watching TV because that's going to get ratings. Okay? You cut away from the bobsled. Put it on Camilla in the Olympic Village and she's eating lunch. You it doesn't matter. You keep it on her. You film that. Keep the camera on Camilla. It doesn't matter what event is, okay? Okay? The America sweeps the two-man luge. We shouldn't even know about that because the camera should still be on Camilla sleeping. Okay, now she's getting up. Okay, now she's brushing her hair. You keep the camera on her. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I mean, come on. Learn how to sell your product. I don't know who's in charge of this monstrosity. You know, you got you got Chloe Kim, the snowboarder. She's a hot American chick. Okay, why isn't she the face of everything? If you have to keep it American, you're doing human interest stories on bullshit. Focus on this hot chick. I don't get it. You should have Chloe Kim and Camilla. Do some I don't know whatever the kids are doing these days, meth, whatever. Just have them hang out, interact. You have a translator there, so when Chloe Kim is speaking with a chopstick accent that Camille can understand, it'll work out. It's two hot chicks hanging out. Hot chicks speak the same language anyway. Okay? Sephora and Instagram post. They'll be fine. Just make a segment called Sephora and IG. Sephora and IG. Throw in a little TikTok. The Zoomers, the Boomers, the Millennials, the Gen X, and Gen Y. And don't forget the greatest generation. Everyone will love it. It's just a bunch of hot chicks. Good looking cells. Good looking cells. You want to boost the female ratings? Women like hot women too. But you know what? Throw in a couple German guys. I know I always fall back to Germany, but you know, I think they're a good group of people. You know, good group of people. Those Germans. They got they got good genes, and I'm not talking about Levi. I'm talking about the genes. They got good genes. Those Germans. Why are we afraid to show good-looking people on TV? Okay, if you're all about body positivity, you got Chloe Kim, you got Camilla. I mean, come on, promote these people. This is the lowest rated Olympics ever, and I don't count the 20th Olympics. You know, like back when they watched TV on a stone wall, back when they had to paint pictures. I'm not talking about that time. You know, I'm not talking about the 20th Olympics, back when they had the tug of war against dragons. I'm not talking about that stuff. Not back when dinosaurs were around. We had the dinosaur races. Remember that? Zeus was playing Ares. Crazy times back then, but I'm talking about modern times. You got the newscaster. What was it? Mike Tirico. He's denouncing China. Dude, you're there to cover the Olympics. Keep politics out of I don't care. Keep politics out of our entertainment. Oh, you made a big political statement. The problem is you're there anyway. If you actually cared, you wouldn't even be there. You wouldn't even be covering the Olympics if you gave a damn. All these armchair activists are annoying. If you're really against what China's doing, why are you even at the Olympics? So it's like, people see the crap, and then the people watching obviously don't care. I don't see a mass protest in America. I do see people acting offended when someone says that they don't care, but you're not doing anything else about it. So stop being an armchair activist. Just cover the damn sports. No one cares about your politics. And then you got these other newscasters saying that Americans have no right to complain about what China's doing because America's worse than China. Just everyone shut up. Just shut up and cover the sports. I, I'm not watching sports to hear hot takes on politics. I'm not watching sports to hear hot takes on, whatever, the economy, other countries, foreign policies, domestic policies, any kind of policies. I don't watch sports for that. I don't need to hear what Shaq thinks about the mandates. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, good for Shaq for bringing it up. It's not going to change anything. Shut up in trouble. But the difference with Shaq is, at least Shaq's funny. Shaq is a natural comedian, and he is a comedian on purpose. So maybe Shaq gets a pass. So I would listen to Shaq over certain topics. Okay, so let me walk that back. Oh no, I'm black, so I'm moonwalking it back. I don't get it. All I gotta do is have Chloe Kim and Camilla Valieva. I know I I butcher these names. Camilla and Chloe, two hot chicks. Focus on them, and ratings will be a lot better, and the world will be a better place. Anyway, I said enough. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace.